St John's the Baptist Church was built by Sir John Byron in the 16th century and incorporated 14th and 15th century sections from an earlier church dating back to potentially 1086, when records show there was a church and a priest in Colwick. Fast forward to the early years of the 20th century and the church is in a poor state, and although repairs were continually made, the condition of the church deteriorated until 1936 it was finally closed due to being unsafe. Situated right beside the River Trent and also Colwick Hall and just below the Nottingham racecourse, Colwick Racecourse as some know it, right here. If we zoom in a little bit, you can see it just a little bit better. So we've got the River Trent dominating from left to right, and Colwick Hall is just off centre, and Colwick Park, which is now the racecourse, right at the top section, and our St John Baptist Church is right about here. If we take a look to see what it looks like today, you can see the River Trent in exactly the same location look, and the Nottingham racecourse and Colwick Park too. So now with the church in such disrepair, I'm hoping to take a look around it and even a little look inside it too. So join me down at Colwick Park in Nottingham. So I've picked up a footpath. There are many of them going through Colwick Park, but I've picked up this particular one, and on the opposite side of me, Colwick Racetrack, immediately through that fence just there. I'll give you a bit of a poke. There you go, just through there. And then further up this path here, we'll continue on and we should hit Colwick Hall. Once you're at Colwick Hall, the old St John's Church should be just around the side. Shouldn't be long now. I've just made out a glimpse of the tower. It's round about there. You might just be able to see it in centre of shot, so we're not far away. The entrance to Colwick Hall is right there. You see the blue sign just there. So we're going to take this footpath, and the ruins of St John's Church should be knocking around here. So straight away we get to stand right next to the tower, and what a fine tower it is. Quite a few crows I've heard. Now, this church was abandoned almost 90 years ago, I believe, from what I've been reading about it, and there's quite a bit missing. Now you notice there's no roof up there. That's completely gone. That was removed in 1939 because the lead was taken away for the World War II war effort. So wow, it just shows that they were pretty much needing to take absolutely anything in order to keep the effort in full swing. Now there are numerous gravestones all the way around. They've all been put around the edge where the wall is. There are a few in the centre. It's a beautiful, peaceful garden. Plenty of birdsong around. Sadly, a few have been knocked down. That looks like the remains of another one. And curiously, I have noticed that a few of the gravestones, there's been burials here after the church was abandoned. So it's probably lines of family members that were indeed wanting to be buried here continuously to go with the loved ones for before the church was taken out of use. So iron bars there over that main window, which is directly next to the tower, the church tower. And there is the old doorway just here, look. Now it has had bars put on it as well, which at one point would have been forced open. Look, you have a bit of a poke inside behind the plate. I mean, in there, look, it's completely overgrown. It's impossible to see a thing in there. Not that you can really see But if I poke the camera through, just there is roughly, just there is where the tower entrance is. And that is a nice bench and another window which has been barred up. See, there's been some extra support put in just there at some point, hasn't there? I like that tree just there. That's a nice bit of shaded area, isn't it? And another window that isn't barred up. Whether it actually was, I'm unsure. So let's go for a little wander around the rear. I can in fact see another window, and all manner of prickly things are encroaching out of it, and it's completely barred off again. If I can lift you up, you can kind of see inside. Look, not much to see at all, is there? There's a little bit of brickwork showing in the far distance, so that would be where the tower is situated. Notice the brick wall all the way around, but no more gravestones around here. And around this side, no evidence of any windows whatsoever. You can get a glance of the tower just there. And assuming this may have been another entrance around here. So it looks like, yeah, so that's been barred off. There is another window just there, look. And there's an archway. I don't know if you can make it out, but it's just there, look. Let's carry on around. There's another door there, which I'm expecting to be fully barred off. And here's that other window that we was just looking at. Some nice old architecture just there, isn't there? Remains of window frames. You can see where there's one missing just there. And there is indeed another door, look. Pan out a little bit. We can actually get a clearer look inside, I think. So again, you can see where that was forced open at one time, but I can poke the camera in. There we go. So through there, look. The entrance to the tower. Another cute little doorway just there, look. And rather peculiar, there's a mirror just there, and that is around the back, just the one there. Crikey, that's something else, isn't it? Now I'm sat on the windowsill, and you can clearly see there's another archway just there, look. Before you get to the main arch, just there. Now, I was told that this was in fact maintained at one point, about 3 years ago. As you will have seen, the inside of the main part of the church is overgrown and riddled with weeds and trees, but the tower itself looks quite immaculate, apart from maybe needing a bit of patching up on the walls. But there is the absence of the church bell, as you may come to expect, but all in all, it looks rather sound. You must also note the staircase on that corner there with the cage off section at the top, which would have led to the bell, I imagine, at one time. We can have a little look through the gap at the bottom of that, and it doesn't seem to go anywhere, but maybe it did once. But up the stairs, evidence of birds' nests and other muck on the steps. So the camera didn't go up very far because of this, so as not to disturb any nesting birds further up. It was basically just poked up and had a little look a little way up. But that is the bottom of the staircase taken from the entranceway of the tower. It was rather damn amazing, to be fair, wasn't it? That video footage that we got as well, where it went halfway up the tower. Obviously we didn't go all the way to the top because the
the video recorder wasn't going to go any higher than where all the birds' nests appeared to be. We weren't going to disturb any of that, so you know, I did say that we ain't going to be going all the way up the tower because of things like that. It reminds me a lot of the old Annesley Church, the other side of Nottinghamshire, where that one you can actually just walk in. It's a shame that you can't with this one, because I feel that maybe for a bit of TLC on the inside, it could be opened up and people could enjoy it for what it is, maybe just blocking off the tower itself. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video, taking a look at this church. Like, subscribe, comment below. Any more suggestions? There's quite a few bits and bobs around Nottinghamshire a minute. Can you see the squirrel just there? Very nice. Yes, plenty coming from Nottinghamshire at the moment. Not just railways, historical stuff, abandoned stuff. So throw them at me. I'll come and do them while I've got this nice weather. See you in the very next video. From St John's Church of Colwick Hall in Nottinghamshire, I'm Anne. I'll see you in the next video.